These days, it does not take much to be the sharpest guy around. So today we're gonna check out how you can achieve the clean guy aesthetic. This may look intimidating, but it's actually very, very simple. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started over here with the shower routine. My personal favorite products to have for the shower is starting with this, the Maestral soap bar. This thing is really, really nice because honestly, when I first got it, I loved the smell, but it wasn't until after I had ran out of it and switched to another soap that I realized just how amazing this Maestral soap bar is. Nothing cleans the way that this does. This just gives a really, really good clean, smells good, and the smell stays on your body. So I really, really love this, recommend this. It's about $16 on Amazon and it lasts quite a long time. So really, really good buy. And then usually about once a week, you'll wanna exfoliate. So for myself, I have the scalp and body scrub from Away. You can get this stuff at Target or Ulta. It's really, really nice. It's kind of expensive, but like I said, you're only gonna be using it once a week. So super solid buy and gives you the ability to get all the dead skin off and keeps you just really, really clean. Another thing that I do only once a week is shampoo. You don't wanna shampoo too often because if you do, then it will dry out your scalp and leave you with more frizzy hair and more dandruff. You can condition more often if you'd like, but I only recommend shampooing once a week. You'll notice when you switch over to that, your hair will get really greasy really quickly. That's normal. Just give your hair time to adapt and eventually you'll be able to work into the shampooing once a week. And that's just really, really healthy for your hair. For myself, I use this Tea Tree Special. It's got a really nice minty smell and it gives your scalp a little bit of a tingle. It smells really, really good. And like I said, gives you a nice clean for quite a while. Something else that I incorporate in my daily shower routine is this La Roche-Posay Effaclar. This is nice because it's just a really light face wash that you can use. It helps prevent your face getting too oily after you're done with it. So again, these are just the things that I use for my daily showers. And then like I said, I only shampoo once a week and I only scrub once a week. So really you're only using these two daily. And then after getting out of the shower, one of the things you always want to make sure that you do is lotion up. Your skin will get really, really dry, but you don't want to lotion right away as your pores will be open from the heat of the shower. Now, if you do take a cold shower, you would be in a better position to put this on right away. But I usually try to wait at least 5 to 10 minutes for my body and my skin to try to dry up before I put on any lotion. But just applying lotion every day is gonna keep your skin a lot more youthful. It's gonna keep you looking a lot better and it's gonna feel a lot more comfortable. Now, after applying your body lotion, you're gonna wanna make sure that you have your face dried. And I wouldn't recommend scrubbing your face as the skin on your face is really sensitive. So I would just pat your face dry or just let it air dry. And then when it is dry, I would recommend starting off with the La Roche-Posay Matte Moisturizer. For myself, when I was getting into moisturizers, I really, really liked the matte moisturizer because it's not oily. And I know for most men, you don't really like the oily, glary look on your face. So this is a really, really good one to help you warm up to that feeling. And then when you get there, it's really, really important to protect your skin from the sun. The sun really is damaging for your skin. So it's always good to just have a sunscreen for your face. I would recommend making sure that the sunscreen that you do use is specifically for your face. As I said, your face has a different type of skin as the rest of your body. Now let's move over to my night routine real quick. This again looks maybe a little bit intimidating, but it's very, very simple. My whole life I had been flossing and my gums never really got used to it. Flossing was always pretty hard on my gums and I didn't feel like it was super effective. But then I bit the bullet, spent 50 bucks on this water flosser, and it is honestly probably one of the best purchases I've ever made in my whole life. Normally, after 6 months going to see the dentist again, I always find that I have cavities, even though I'm flossing and brushing every single day. This thing has been amazing because last year it took me 9 months instead of the basic 6 to get back to the dentist. And they said I didn't even have anything coming on and that was the best my mouth had ever looked. That was simply just from using the water pick every single day. Like I said, you can pick this up for around 50 bucks on Amazon. So definitely recommend this. One of the best purchases I've ever made. So after using the water pick, I'll wash my face with the Cetaphil facial cleanser. I've used a couple different facial cleansers and even a few from Cetaphil, but this one, the daily facial cleanser, is my personal favorite. It's good for people who have oily skin, and that seems to be me. So when I'm done using it, it's nice because it doesn't dry my skin out too much, and it makes me feel like I get a really nice clean in. So after that, I'll apply my sleep mask from Laneige. It just gives a really nice thick coat and it doesn't really feel oily. So when you wake up in the morning, your face feels fresh and moisturized. And then to finish off my night routine, I use the sleep mask from Laneige. It's essentially like a chapstick that just sits on your lips really nice overnight. and again, isn't too sticky like some of the other chapsticks you've probably used. Now this, probably the most intimidating of them all, is my shaving routine. The reason this may look so intimidating is because, as you can see, I have multiple different safety razors, and that's because I wanted to try everything that I possibly could to see how my skin would handle that, because I tend to have a lot more sensitive skin, and when it comes to using a safety razor, you want it to be the best for your skin as possible. Otherwise, you'll run into a lot of cuts or maybe some ingrown hairs. I will say the reason I do use a safety razor and why it's so nice is because you only have one blade. It gives you a really, really nice clean shave, but also because it's only one blade, it's only taking one layer of skin off your face. When in contrast, if you're using a shaver like this, it has multiple blades. It takes a lot more layers off your skin, which is a lot worse for your skin and also leads to more ingrown hairs as well. Over here, we have my nose hair trimmer. I don't use that often, but when I do, it cleans up my nose really, really well, and it's just nice to have. And then this is just for shaving my legs, shaving the boys. And this is the Manscaped 4.0. This has been really, really nice. I just heard that the Manscaped 5.0 came out, and I've heard that that's 10 times better, so I would recommend looking at the 5.0, but this has been good for me as well. Coming over here, we have my personal favorite shaving cream. This is St. James of London. I used to use shaving cream like Edge, some of the stuff that you'll see at Walmart, and I thought it was nice, I didn't mind it. But then switching over to this has been a game changer. It's a lot more like a soft cream, and then I use a badger brush to whip it up. And again, kind of like the bar of soap over here, I didn't realize how nice that shaving cream was until I went back to my other shaving cream, and then at that point I found just how nice, how quality the ingredients were in this, and it just makes my skin look a lot nicer. And then to wrap up the shaving routine, I have this St. James of London aftershave. The nice thing about this is you can just apply a little bit and it will go a really long way on your face. And the nice thing about it is it makes your face smell really, really good, makes it feel clean and fresh, but it prevents you from getting acne or razor burn. So that's really, really nice. And then lastly, I have this, which is called the Shears from Manscaped. This is really, really nice because it just keeps your fingers really nice and clean. Overall, like I said, it looks really, really intimidating at first, but here are just a few simple things that you can do every single day or once a week to really take your hygiene to the next level and help you achieve that clean guy aesthetic. If you have any questions about any of these products or want to see a close-up or a deeper review into any of these, let me know and I'll make sure to consider that. Thank you guys for watching, subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.